It is clear from today's proceedings that Mr. Cohen and his attorneys are hell-bent on continuing to hide the truth from the American people. As a result of our efforts, there was a shocking admission that was made in court today, namely that just like the Nixon tapes years ago, we now have what I will refer to as the Trump tapes. Mr. Ryan admitted that there are audio recordings that Michael Cohen was taking for years, and that those recordings are, to quote him, not only do they exist, but they are under lock and key, and some of them relate to my client and her attorney-client privilege communications.
Are you disappointed by what went down?
No, I'm not disappointed at all. In fact, I think it is. I think that today will become a seminal moment in our nation's modern history, because we have an admission that the attorney for the President of the United States was recording conversations for years on end, and those recordings were seized by the FBI, and they presently exist. And I think that when those recordings are disclosed, they are going to pose a host of problems for Michael Cohen and for the President.
Why do you think the tapes that are under lock and key just pertain to your client? It could be...
No, I don't know. We know they don't pertain just to my client, because Mr. Ryan, by his comments, if you go back, I was listening very carefully, he made it clear that there's multiple tapes and that some of them relate to my client. Not all of them, but some of them. And our understanding is that there's many, many audio recordings that for whatever reason Michael Cohen created and then kept, and ultimately they will be his downfall, and it may be the downfall of this president. We've done nothing wrong relating to the release of information. We're not under any investigation. Any claim to the contrary is a bunch of nonsense, and is brought by people that don't want the information released to each of you and don't want information released to the American people. We live in a democracy. We live in a free society where people have an expectation of receiving information timely and accurately. This isn't Russia.